Hey everyone, we're just going to quickly tell you why we're going to the Netherlands, what it's all about, what we need from you, and what's going on. We're going to do this really quick because this is our fourth take and we're trying to get to date night and we really both struggle at being on camera. So basically, the reason why we're going to the Netherlands is we want to go plant church. We want to take Jesus to the world. That's the Great Commission. It's plain and simple. It's right there in the Bible. Go and make disciples of all nations. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah. The Lord told us very specifically to apply for Rotterdam. We did, we got on team, and so now we're going.
Exactly. So we are going to be moving at the beginning of September. I'm going to be finishing my job here in the UK on the 31st of August. And then the next week we're going to be packing up our house and moving over. I've been working here in the UK and we've been living on one income for the past year or so, which has been quite difficult. It's been very tight. I don't earn a lot of money, unfortunately. And so we've been trying to save money as best as possible, and we have been doing that. We've been very diligent with what we have got. But unfortunately, it's not going to cover everything that we're going to need. When we get there, we're going to be trying to find jobs straight away. We are not going to waste any time that we have. We're going to get onto it with any job we can find. We're not being picky at the beginning. Yeah,
and you may be asking, like, why aren't we getting a job ahead of time? We can't. Over there, you have to be registered. You have to have an address. It's like a huge process to get set up, and you can't even go into an interview until you have an address and a registration number. And so we have to move there, get housing, get registered in that country, and all of those kind of things before we can even start application processes. So that's why we have to wait till we get there.
Yeah, exactly. So what we've decided to do, we've decided to make this video not only just to inform you guys of what's happening, but it's also to ask you to be a part of what we're going over and doing, to be a part of this church plant and give into it. I'm just going to break down some finances for you right now, which we're going to need. And then this will be like the monthly cost which we're going to need for the first 2 months until we are definitely able to secure jobs. We're going to have to be able to afford rent, house bills, food, phones, transport, and health insurance. So we've worked out from the best of our ability that that's going to cost around 1,400 euros. So a month, yeah. So that's going to be 2,800 euros over the 2 months that that we'll be trying to find work when we get there.
Yeah, and that doesn't include getting over there visa applications, which are quite expensive. Different things like that. I mean, even just trying to open up a house, you have to do the security deposit, first 2 months rent up front, all kind of things like that. And we will be house sharing to cut costs in half. So we're already going to be living with another couple so that we can, try to make ends meet even more so. But the cool thing about us asking you to help us financially is you get to be a part of it. Like everything that you see that happens out there, you get to be a part of it. You're investing in that. You're pouring into that. And so that's something really cool. And we would love for you to also just be able to see the things that happen in Rotterdam and be like, hey, I played a part in that. I played, I got to give into that. So that's a really cool thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously, going over, we do have a very clear vision for what we want to happen over there. So we have a vision for the church that we're going over to plant. And so one thing which Brooke is really wanting is to create a community whilst we're over there, a really close-knit community of friends, family, close marriages, broken marriages which become restored, things like that. Like we want to see change happen in that city, and even with locals that are in the Netherlands as well. Because at the end of the day, the kind of church that we go to is a planting church. When we plant in the Netherlands, once that's successful, we look to plant elsewhere, either in the Netherlands or in Europe. We don't just want to make one church and it stop there. We want to keep the ball rolling with this. So that's our vision, is to make sure that we're doing that. We're keeping that ball rolling so that more people can come to know Christ.
Yeah, and people that we bring into the Netherlands church, Rotterdam church, we want them to go on our next church plant. There's people out there who could be the next church planter of, who knows, Russia, I don't know, anywhere. And we just want to be, we want to go out and reach those people and have people know that they're not alone. And so that's going to be really cool. And then the vision for our lives, what we want, we're ready to start a family. We're ready to, have a house and settle down and plant roots. And so that's something that we're going to do once we're out there. Once we can legally live in the same country, we want to look into starting our own family and having a house. So when it comes to moving to the Netherlands, we don't know how long we're going to be out there. It could be a year, it could be 10 years. The Lord said go, and so that's what we're doing, is going. So yeah, that's our plan. And we just wanted to extend the ask to see if you guys wanted to get involved with us, support us financially. Definitely be praying for us. This is a lot of legal work, a lot of technicalities, paperwork, fine combed situations. We definitely need you guys to be praying for us because the Lord, He's got to move. He's got to show up, which we know He will. So we're just praying and waiting for that to happen.
Exactly. So I will give as much information as I can possible to be able to help you guys give financially. So I'm going to try and make that the easiest as possible. So I'll give all the information in the email which is attached to this video. So guys, pray for us, keep in contact with us. We'd like to keep that close-knit community with you guys as well. So therefore, whenever things do happen out in Rotterdam, once we're there, you guys know about it first. So we just want to thank you for everything that you have already done for us. And if you do decide to give or even pray for us, we want to thank you for doing that as well. And yeah, we just hope to hear from you guys soon.
Yeah, we're leaving now. I'm going on my date.
Au revoir.
No.
What's goodbye in Dutch?
Tot ziens.
Tot ziens.
Doei.
Doei. Au revoir.